What up, YouTube? This is a reminder that the best reference for a haircut is always to show your barber a picture of what you want. But anyways, let's jump right into it. We're gonna be doing about a mid fade on my client here. He has really curly hair on top. He normally just slicks it back, but regardless of how he's gonna do the top, it's gonna fall perfectly no matter what style he decides to do that day. But I start off with my Babyliss trimmers and we start that guideline. Make sure you thoroughly clean it up and then jump onto whatever trimmers, not trimmers, whatever shavers you like to use. Go ahead and use that, and you flick right at the top so it's easier to fade out. You don't want to fully bald out the area that we did with the trimmers. We're actually fading essentially the shaving length onto the trimmer. I jump onto my Wahl Seniors, the cordless, lever open. We're gonna go ahead and make another guideline about anywhere from 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Usually when I do a haircut where they're gonna slick it back, I like to keep it a little bit lower just so I can keep the crown area longer, just so it combs down and helps the top hair blend in better to the sides. So that's another thing. If you're doing a haircut where the top is longer, make sure you leave the crown area a little bit longer. So essentially you want to do the fade, even get it a little bit lower or just make it tighter. And then we're going to go ahead and close our lever. We're going to fade out that bottom line. But at this step, it's important to say that I'm switching. You might not be able to tell, but I'm switching. I'm moving the lever in little micro movements, just kind of adjusting to what I see. So at this point, you're doing a lot of detailing work. I like to brush the area using a brush. I used to be a big comb guy. Like, sure, using a comb is actually a bit more sanitary than it is to use a brush. But just make sure you switch out your brushes as often as possible. But you always want a clean canvas when you're working on people's heads, between each step, really. I use my trimmer for more detailed work, just to, again, fade in all the layers together, essentially. So at this point, I'm really going back and forth, try to get that area nice and clean where I want it. Switch on to my 2-guard, and we're gonna go ahead and lighten up that area there, blending into the crown area, but we're not really taking too much off the crown. We're just blending in that bottom onto the crown. We use our 1-guard, lever wide open. I'm working from top to bottom at this point. Immediately after this step, I'm switching on to my 1/2 guard, my Wahl 1/2 guard. Not to confuse that with the Babyliss 1/2 guard, the Wahl 1/2 guard. And then we're just gonna start off with the lever open and work our way to the bottom. I always stress to make sure you're satisfied before moving on to the next step. I do a light line up there, not too drastic. We're keeping it about 50% natural, but here I go fading the beard now. So I start off at the very highest and then work my way to the bottom, basically doing a reverse fade. But again, just working between those levers and using our trimmer to finish it up. This was a quick tutorial, guys. Make sure you like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna have more videos like this. A bit of scissor work there. Comb the hair, make sure everything's even. Boom. So what do you guys think about this fade? I think I did a pretty damn good job. This is the other side. Boom. Thank you guys for watching.